Are you looking to start working online or working from home and I'm not quite sure if this is for you? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about 7 common misconceptions about working from home. So let's get to the first misconception. Working from home is not a proper job. Working from home is a job like any other. I graduated in 2012 and most after graduation people are asking me, so when are you looking for a job? When are you going to work? And then I had decided that since I had worked online when I was back in uni, that I will continue doing that and see how much money I could make and how that goes. But the constant people will just not understand how you can work online and work from home and make money. How is that even a job? So if you're considering to start working from home, you will get the common questions. Are you sure? What about your degree, your career? And it's okay. I guess it's something new, and that's why people are don't really understand all this thing about working from home, that it's okay. But what is really important is for you to know your why you want to start working from home, why you want to start working online, so that as the voices will be so many, you know how to deal with them and you can stick to what you want to do. The second misconception is that when you're working from home, you're always available. I can't tell you how many times I've had, friends or family asking me, can you run this errand for me? Can you do this for me? Can I pop in and have a chat? And I'm thinking, I'm supposed to be working. Just because I work from home doesn't mean I don't work. I don't know why people think that working from home equates to not working. So working from home, as I mentioned, is a job like any other, and you need to dedicate time and effort to get great results. And if you're not going to do that, well, you might as well just stop it all together. The third misconception is that working from home is easy. Working from home is not easy. It's not hard. It's like any other job or business you run. I guess people think it's easy because you can work in your bed, in your PJs, or you can work in the living room as you watch a movie. And while you can do that, if you consistently do that, you will not get much work done. So as you get started, you really need to have a schedule of how you do your stuff, and not just spend time lounging and wasting your time when you're supposed to be you're supposed to be working. The fourth misconception is that when you're working from home, it's easy to maintain work-life balance. And I think it's even harder to have great work-life balance. Hear me out. When you're working your normal 8 to 5 job, you wake up in the morning, get ready, and at 8 you're at work. And then you can just focus on work until it's 5. Then from 5, you just shut off that work button and you go home, and it's time for you and your family. Put yourself in a scenario whereby you don't really get out to go to an office. So your home is your office. Immediately when you wake up, you just grab the laptop and start working. And you can go on and on and on until in the evening, and you're thinking, whoa, I've not even had lunch. So it's very hard sometimes to maintain that work-life balance, because it's easy to work. It's also easy to spend your time on non-important stuff. So you find yourself, you've wasted time watching movies and doing the laundry because you're thinking, I'm at home, I might as well do the laundry. And then you find, oops, I've not worked. So I think it's harder to maintain that work-life balance, and when you get started, you really need to be disciplined. Discipline it's important. When you're working from home, you really need to be self-disciplined to know this is when I start work and this is when I end work, and this is me time, not work time. This is me time. This is my time with my family. This is time with my kids. So when it comes to work-life balance, I think it's harder, but it's not impossible to achieve. The fifth misconception is that when you're working from home, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. And while it's true, working from home gives you some sort of flexibility, if you just have no routine or schedule that you stick to, you find yourself that the day ends and you can't really account for what you've done. And that's not a good feeling to have. So, yes, you have the option of doing what you want whenever you want, but for productivity and to be effective at what you're doing, you just need to have a schedule and a routine that you follow. And yes, sometimes you veer off, and that's fine, but a schedule is really, really, really important. I can't emphasize that enough. The sixth misconception is that when you're working from home and you're a parent, you don't need a nanny, you don't need to take your kids to daycare, you can just take care of them. And yes, you can do that, but you will not do much. Kids just need your full attention, and when you're trying to work, and then your kid is crying and wants your attention, you might find yourself not doing much. So it's advisable just have a few days of the week whereby you can take your kids to daycare or have somebody come and sit with them, as you focus on work. Yes, you can look after them, that's true, but it's going to be really hard to get much work, to do much. And if your work is not too involving, you can do without a nanny or daycare. But if you really need to focus on work, you need a nanny, you need to take your kids to daycare if that's a possibility. And that way you are likely to, do much more than if you are taking care of them and they're trying to concentrate on work. The seventh and the last misconception is that working from home is a dream come true for many. And let me first start by saying that working from home is not for everyone. Yeah, I said that. The second thing is that there's this I don't know what to call it. There's a lot of glamour, or surrounding working from home and being your own boss. And well, that's great. It's not all this that people put it to be. It has its own challenges. It has its own good days and bad days, just like anything else. So yes, working from home gives you the opportunity of being your boss, of managing your own schedule, of doing things the way you want to do. But as I mentioned, it's not for everyone, and that's okay. We don't all need to start working from home or start working online. It's fine. So yes, it might be a dream come true for some. For others, it might not be. There, I said it. Fact. I hope you've learned a few things from those 7 misconceptions, and you're better informed to make a better decision. I'm looking forward to your feedback, and especially I would like to ask, if before you started working from home, if you're already working from home, what are some of the misconceptions that you had, and what have you learned as you start working from home? Just comment down below, and just let's keep this conversation going on. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.